This is the story of a 12-year-old boy who gets bitten by an ant and suddenly gains superpowers. Just like Spider-Man, he now dreams of protecting people. Meet Pele, a quiet 7th grader. He doesn't really have any friends at school because he's different. He mostly keeps to himself and prefers being alone. Pele has a crush on a girl named Amanda. She's super popular. Basically everyone in school knows her, but she has never even noticed Pele, because to her, he's just a normal, invisible kid. One day, Pele's sitting alone on the school rooftop, eating an apple. Suddenly, he notices 2 boys bullying a kid named Wilhelm. Pele tries to help by throwing his apple at them, but things don't go as planned. The bullies spot Pele, and now they're chasing him. Pele runs as fast as he can and hides near an old abandoned house. The bullies lose him and leave. Just when things seem calm, Pele ignores it. But then the ant climbs up to his neck and bites him. Instantly, Pele feels a sharp pain. His body starts reacting in a strange way. Everything begins to spin, and he collapses right there. Before passing out, he briefly sees a mysterious man, but he can't make out his face. Later that night, Pele wakes up and somehow makes it back home. His mom asks why he's so late. Pele apologizes and lies, saying he was playing games with friends. His mom tells him dinner is ready, but Pele says he's not hungry and goes straight to his room. That night, things get weird. While sleeping, Pele starts having disturbing dreams. He sees ants surrounding him, crawling all over him, attacking him from every direction. At the same time, he suddenly feels extremely hungry. Still half asleep, he walks into the kitchen and starts eating a huge amount of chocolate. The next morning, Pele wakes up in his room, surrounded by empty chocolate wrappers. There's chocolate all over his face. He's confused. Then he goes downstairs for breakfast. As he picks up a milk carton, it suddenly sticks to his hand. Pele freaks out, he can't even pull it off. He calls his dad for help, and with effort, they manage to remove it. Then he tries drinking juice, but something's wrong. His strength has increased a lot, and as soon as he grabs the glass, it shatters in his hand. His dad sees everything, but just brushes it off, thinking the glass was already cracked. Pele, still confused, leaves for school. At school, the teacher is making students practice physical skills and play games. Pele struggles at first and seems weak in front of everyone, but then suddenly, he lands a powerful hit on his teacher, sending him flying back. Everyone is shocked. Among them is Wilhelm, the same boy Pele saved earlier. After school, Wilhelm approaches Pele and asks him directly, "Do you have superpowers?" But Pele denies everything. He says he's just normal. At that moment, Pele notices something strange. A mysterious man standing nearby, watching both of them. Pele gets scared and quickly heads home. Then we cut to that same mysterious man. He's inside the same old abandoned house. He's reading a newspaper article about a pharmaceutical company owner, and that owner turns out to be none other than Amanda's father, the CEO of a massive company called Exopharm. The next day at school, Pele finally opens up to Wilhelm. He tells him everything, how he got bitten by an ant, and ever since then, strange things have been happening to him. He explains that he now has some kind of powers and can do things he never could before. After hearing all this, Wilhelm takes Pele to his house. And that's when Pele realizes Wilhelm is super intelligent. He's obsessed with superheroes and has done tons of research on them. So naturally, he gets excited and starts running experiments on Pele to figure out exactly what kind of powers he has. Wilhelm makes Pele perform different activities and tests. And soon it becomes clear, Pele has multiple abilities that could actually make him a real superhero. So Wilhelm designs a suit for him and gives him a name, Antboy. To test his abilities in a real situation, Wilhelm takes Pele to a parking lot, a place known for frequent crimes. But instead of staying with him, Wilhelm leaves him there alone. After a while, Pele hears a woman screaming for help and sees a thief running away with her purse. Without thinking, Pele chases after him wearing the Antboy suit Wilhelm made. He catches up to the thief and tells him to return the purse. But the thief laughs. He underestimates Pele, thinking he's just a kid in a costume, probably going to some fancy dress competition. Pele gets scared, because this isn't just some random guy. He looks like a real criminal. So Pele slowly starts backing away. But then, the thief notices something shocking. Pele is climbing up a wall without any support, just like an ant. Now it's clear, Pele really does have ant-like powers. The thief panics and tries to escape, but this time Pele doesn't back down. He catches the thief. Soon after, the police arrive and take the criminal away. A little later, Wilhelm shows up and asks Pele what happened. Pele explains everything, how he stopped the thief, and how he can even climb walls like an ant. To prove it, he tries climbing again, but this time he fails. He's too weak. His energy is running low. Wilhelm quickly understands. Like many superheroes, Pele needs a source of energy, so he gives him chocolate, and instantly, Pele gets his energy back. Now he can use his powers again like before. Both of them are excited because now they understand how his abilities work. After this, Wilhelm even creates a helmet for Pele so he can hide his identity and protect himself. Days pass, And slowly, Antboy becomes a real hero in the city. He starts helping people, stopping small crimes, solving problems, and doing good wherever he can. People begin to notice him. Soon, the name Antboy spreads across the city. He becomes famous, especially among kids. They look up to him and dream of becoming just like him. After this, we see Amanda at her house, spending time with her sister Ida. Everything feels completely normal at first, but suddenly, a strange man appears inside the house. The moment Amanda sees him, she gets terrified and starts screaming loudly. Hearing her screams, Ida immediately runs toward her, but before she can reach in time, the man kidnaps Amanda and disappears. The whole thing happens so fast that Ida is left completely shocked and helpless. Cut to the next day at school where Pell arrives as usual, but this time something feels off. Amanda is nowhere to be seen. He keeps looking around for her, and her absence makes him feel uneasy and a little sad. Later during lunch, a sudden commotion grabs everyone's attention. All the students notice that someone is hanging from the school rooftop as if they're about to fall. Without wasting even a second, Pella turns into Antboy and starts climbing the wall like an ant. He quickly reaches the rooftop, but as soon as he gets there, he realizes something unexpected. It's not a real person at all, but just a dummy. This entire situation was actually a setup by Ida. She wanted to get Antboy's attention and talk to him face to face. Once he's there, Ida shows him a video on her phone. In the video, Amanda can be seen trapped inside a glass box, clearly kidnapped by the same mysterious man. Ida explains that the kidnapper is demanding $20 million, and if they don't pay, he will kill Amanda. On top of that, he is also forcing their father to shut down his company, or else Amanda's life will be in danger. After hearing all this, Antboy, aka Pele, makes a firm decision that he will rescue Amanda no matter what. After this, Pele takes Ida along with him to Wilhelm's house while still wearing his Antboy suit. Wilhelm gets upset seeing Ida there because he never wanted Pele to involve anyone else or risk revealing his identity. But Pele quickly explains that Ida doesn't know who he really is, which calms Wilhelm down a bit. Then Antboy starts asking Ida if she has any idea who could be behind the kidnapping. Ida tells him that it's most likely someone connected to her father's company, maybe an employee who wants revenge or is trying to force her father to shut everything down. She also mentions that the video was sent by someone named Flea. Now Wilhelm also agrees that they need to act fast and save Amanda. As they continue talking, Pele suddenly notices a strange smell coming from Amanda's necklace, which Ida has with her. This gives him an idea. Using his enhanced senses, Antboy starts following the scent, and it leads them to the same abandoned house where Pele was bitten by the ant. The moment they reach there, Antboy realizes that this place is somehow connected to the kidnapper. Wilhelm then tells him that the house used to belong to a woman who died just 2 weeks ago, which makes the situation even more suspicious. Pele asks Wilhelm and Ida to stay outside while he goes in alone. Inside the house, he finds all kinds of strange equipment scattered around, making it clear that someone has been conducting experiments there. As he explores further, he discovers a lab filled with different types of insects. It looks like someone has been experimenting on them, possibly trying to create a special serum or a way to gain superpowers. Pele starts searching for Amanda, and after looking around for a while, he finally finds her trapped inside a glass box. But just when he is about to rescue her, the kidnapper suddenly appears. Before Pele can react or fight back, the man captures him as well and locks him inside another glass box, leaving both of them trapped. After this, the man finally reveals his name to Antboy Flea, and right after that we get a glimpse into his past. It turns out that Flea used to work as a biochemist in Amanda's father's pharmaceutical company. He was extremely talented and had created several vaccines that brought huge profits to the company. During that time, he also conducted experiments on ants and managed to develop a rare vaccine, one that had the potential to cure serious diseases. This wasn't just professional for him, it was personal. His own mother was suffering from a critical illness, and he believed this vaccine could save her life. So, without waiting, Flea injected that experimental vaccine into his mother, and slowly it actually started working. She began recovering, but just when things were getting better, Amanda's father suddenly shut down the production of that vaccine due to financial issues. For Flea, this was devastating. The very thing that could keep his mother alive was no longer being made. Desperate and helpless, he secretly continued working in the company to recreate the vaccine on his own. But eventually, Amanda's father found out and fired him from the company. This betrayal turned into deep hatred, and when his mother stopped receiving the vaccine, her condition worsened, and she eventually died. From that moment, Flea's hatred for Amanda's father turned into a burning desire for revenge, and that's why he kidnapped Amanda. He wants to destroy her father completely by forcing him to shut down his company. Then Flea explains something even more shocking. He tells Antboy that while trying to save his mother, he experimented with many kinds of vaccines, but none of them worked except the one made from ants. That same formula is what gave Pelani his powers. But Flea didn't stop there. He continued experimenting with different insects, trying to make himself stronger. Eventually, he created a powerful version of the serum and injected it into himself. Now, just like Antboy, Flea also has incredible powers, maybe even stronger. Hearing all this, Antboy is completely shocked. But Flea doesn't stop there. He starts messing with Pele's mind. He tells him that he knows Pele likes Amanda, but Amanda doesn't like him. She only likes Antboy, the superhero version of him. According to Flea, Pele is just a normal, boring kid, and the only reason people notice him is because of his powers. He even says that Wilhelm is only his friend because of those powers. These words hit Pele hard, and he starts doubting himself. Meanwhile, outside the house, Wilhelm and Ida are waiting. They've already called the police for backup. Soon the police arrive at the scene. Seeing this, Flea escapes before he can be caught. After everything that just happened, Pele feels completely broken. He makes a decision. He doesn't want to be Antboy anymore. He wants to live a normal life as Pele. He wants Amanda to like him for who he really is, not because of his powers. He doesn't want his superhero identity to come between them. But Wilhelm is deeply disappointed. He believes Pele has a responsibility to use his powers to protect people. In his eyes, Pele isn't just a normal kid anymore. He's a hero, but Pele refuses to listen. He's done with being Antboy. The next day at school, things take a dangerous turn. Flea launches another attack, this time directly targeting the school, putting Amanda and her sister Ida in danger again. Wilhelm rushes to Pele and gives him his Antboy mask, begging him to step up and save everyone. He reminds him that only he has the power to stop Flea, but Pele refuses. He says he's never becoming Antboy again, and with that, he walks away, leaving everything in the hands of the police, as chaos begins to unfold around him. Hearing all this, Wilhelm feels completely disappointed and heartbroken, but instead of giving up, he makes a bold decision. If Pele won't step up, then he will. So Wilhelm puts on the Antboy mask himself and goes to face Flea, hoping to protect everyone at the school. Even though he doesn't have any powers, he still moves forward with pure courage and determination. But the moment he confronts Flea, things go wrong. Flea easily overpowers him in seconds, because Wilhelm is just a normal kid with no abilities. Still, his bravery shows how far he's willing to go to save others. When Pele finds out that his best friend is in danger, everything changes. Even though he had decided to quit being Antboy, he can't ignore this. Without wasting any more time, he puts his suit back on and rides his bicycle straight toward the danger. He reaches the forest where Flea has taken Wilhelm. There, he finds his friend tied up and immediately tries to free him. But just then, Flea shows up again. Seeing him, both Wilhelm and Antboy quickly run to escape. After a short while, they sneak back in with a plan. This time, Wilhelm takes the risk and attacks Flea's power source from behind. That single move weakens Flea badly. His powers start failing. Now Antboy gets his chance. He charges forward and launches a full attack on Flea. This time, he fights like a true superhero, holding nothing back. Within moments, he completely overpowers Flea and defeats him. Soon after, the police arrive at the scene and finally arrest Flea, ending the threat once and for all. After everything is over, Antboy goes to Amanda's house. Amanda still doesn't know that Antboy is actually Pele. She thanks him for saving her life and in the moment tries to kiss him, but Pele steps back and doesn't let it happen. Instead, he asks about Ida. Soon Ida comes in. The truth is, Antboy came there to talk to her because she knows his real identity. Pele asks her to promise that she will never reveal that he is Antboy. Ida agrees and promises to keep his secret safe no matter what. In the final scene, we see Pele and Wilhelm together again, back to being friends. This time, they're talking about upgrading the Antboy suit, hinting that this journey might not be over yet.